November 2022, paper 2, question 2. This is Pure Maths, grade 10. In the diagram, you have A and B, which are 2 points on the Cartesian plane. Question 2.1 says, what is the length of AB? Answer in surd form. Question 2.2 says, what's the gradient of AB? Question 2.3 says, what are the coordinates of M, which is the midpoint of AB? And question 2.4 says, what is the value of P if the line OC is parallel to AB, where O is the origin and C is the point to P? All right, let's start out with question number 1. So for question number 1, I know I've got A, which is -4, -3, and I've got B, which is -2, 5. I am looking for the length of a line, so I'm going to use the distance formula. The distance of AB is equal to the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, square root the whole thing. Substitute values, that gives me, so I'm going to use B as 2 and A as 1. -2 minus -4 squared plus 5 minus -3 squared. Square root everything. That gives me -2 plus 4 gives me +2. So this is 2 squared plus 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 squared. Square root everything. So that becomes 4 plus 64, if I'm not mistaken, which ends up being the square root of 68. So if we do that in surd form, we say square root of 68, 8 comma, hold on, pause quickly. Okay, I got the calculator I wanted, so that gives me 2 square root 17. And again, surd form means I have a square root in my answer. That's the answer to question number 1. Question number 2 says, what's the gradient of AB? Okay, so again, question number 2, I am wanting M. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's going to be 5 minus -3 over -2 minus -4, which gives me 5 plus 3 is 8 over 2. So the gradient is equal to 4. That's my final answer. Question number 3 is asking me for the midpoint. So I'll just read the question again. What's the midpoint of AB? Okay, I just wrote the coordinates on the top of the screen so we can use it. Our midpoint is going to be equal to, open bracket, x value, comma, y value, close bracket. For the x value, we're going to say x plus x divided by 2 and y plus y divided by 2. So x is -4 plus -2. On this side, it's going to be -3 plus 5. Therefore, we have -4 minus 2 is -6 over 2. And we have 5 minus 3 is 2 over 2. So that gives me -3 and 1. The midpoint's coordinates is -3, 1. That's the midpoint formula. Okay, last question on this one says, what's the value of P if OC is parallel to AB, where O is the origin and C is the point? Okay, so in order to answer this question, the first word we're going to look at is this parallel. If we have got parallel lines, it means the M values are equal. So that means that the M of AB is equal to the m of OC, which is equal to 4, and we know this because we calculated it in question number 2. So the equation, what are we looking for on C? We're looking for the y value, right? So the equation that we are going to use, we're going to say y is equal to 4x plus c. Which one is this the equation of? Because it's generic at the moment, it applies to both, right? Both this one and that one has the same formula because the m value is the same. What's different is the c. So now we are going to now specifically look at the c value for OC. The c value is your y-intercept. Would you agree with me? And this y-intercept is at 0.00, which means that y is 0. So the equation for OC is y is equal to 4x plus 0, or just y is equal to 4x. So far, so good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this point, 2p. So point C is known as 2p, and we're going to substitute it into our equation. Y is equal to 4x, and we're going to substitute. So let's change the values. We are going to make, this is the x value, so that x becomes 2, and this is the y value, so this y becomes p. So p is going to be equal to 4 times 2. That means that p is equal to 8. And that's your final answer. Let's quickly review what we did. We took the word parallel and we equated the two lines so that we got the m value. Once we got the gradient, which is 4, we gave the generic equation. Y equals mx plus c. We got m, so y equals 4x plus c. Now we're going to substitute for the c value, which is at 0.00. So now we know it's y equals 4x plus 0. Then we take the point C, we substitute it in, and we get p is equal to 8. That is how you answer question number 2. Any questions, send me a message. Otherwise, like and subscribe so that you get notifications of all future videos. See you in the next one. Next one is question number 3. I think we'll do 3.1. Okay, bye.